Sukkah. Traditionally, we invite the matriarchs and the patriarchs. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, King David, Moses, Aaron. Well, that's more than the patriarchs, but and then the matriarchs: Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, Miriam, Deborah, Queen Esther, whoever we might want to invite in. So at this time, I just like and Derek. Oh, did I not tell you about this part? If there's any other folks that you would want to invite in, or anyone who wants to invite in, it doesn't have to be religious figures. It can be anybody, and oftentimes it's family.
Symbolically.
Symbolically, yes. And I can start, though this might take away some of your thunder. I would like to invite in my mom and dad. You'll hear more about my mom in a moment because it has something to do with Lily's name. But I did want to mention my dad. He was born on October 25th, coming up, and he would have been 95 years old. And he's been gone now for more than 20 years. Anybody else would like to invite in?
I guess if I could invite in my father that passed a few years back. What's his name? Guy Veenstra. John Veenstra, his father too, passed a little after him.
Anyone else hand?
On the spot. Well, my grandparents, I already said them, but me too.
And your other friend.
Well, I was getting there. She's hiding back here. But also, my grandfather on my mom's side, unfortunately both my grandfathers passed away when I was really young, and I don't have lots of memories of them. But luckily I have them around to remind me. So I'm just going to monologue for a minute. We are very happy that Lily has so many family members here. That she gets to know her great-grandmothers in Texas, and her great-aunts and great-uncles, and thank you all. All right.
Okay. Well, there's one other guest we need to welcome. Carrie,
Lily?
who's actually here. Go ahead.
Lily.
And our family in
Kim.
Texas.
Yay.
Yeah.
Kim.
Great-aunts, great-uncles. That's all you
Don,
guys.
you might explain
Oh.
why we're doing
Oh, I should do that. Okay.
Yes.
So, it's always tradition, as it says, I believe, on your sheet, when the angels visited Abraham and Sarah, Abraham was always known for his hospitality. He didn't have a sukkah. He actually had a tent that was open on all four sides in order to greet people as they came in every direction. And one of the honors was to have, if a person had been wandering through the fields or the desert or wherever it might have been, is to wash the feet. So it's traditionally a way of welcoming somebody, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to welcome Lily,
And
with Kim and Carrie doing a foot
The
washing.
grandmother.
and hold on. When I was in Dallas last, I always go searching around my mom's house where my sister now is living, and I find little things that remind me of my childhood. And this little silver cup says Carrie Ray on it, and it was my baby cup when I was a baby. So we're using that as part of the ritual. So, okay. Kim. Lily, this is going to be cold. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold.
Give me that thing.
No, shit.
Yeah, just dry her off.
Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, Baruch haba labrit. Hizocher kamo shachar, yafeh kamo yareach, v'koren kamo shemesh. We can all read together. Blessed is she who comes in the name of God. Blessed is she who comes to enter the covenant. She shines like the dawn, is beautiful as the moon, and is radiant as the sun. I think that works. Another tradition, always on different holidays or special commemorations, is the Shehecheyanu. And it says on your piece, in granting life, which might sound appropriate in order to thank, what? Oh,
Oh, she needs sunglasses.
all right.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
She's doing good.
Derek, maybe you
Um,
can step back a little.
It sounds like, a thank you for granting life would be a particular thank you for Lily. But it's actually a thank you for all, it's a recognition for all of us. And for all of us to say how thankful we are to be able to be here at this time to celebrate in Sukkot. You say it, and again, the major Jewish holidays. But also when you have family and friends together, and there's something really exciting. I like the Shechianu. We can say it most times. So it's a little bit of even like a mindfulness for us each to take time to stop, to take stock of the goodness of life. There's daily prayers in Judaism for this purpose, with the Shechianu's particularly important occasion, which I think we are here today. So please join with me if you'd like. We'll do the Debbie Friedman tune. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this joyous time. Again, going back, Shechianu is also very much a Sukkot tradition, at least for the first night of Sukkot, but it's the last day, we can say it. Another tradition here is the shaking of the lulav. Oh, where's the etrog? Somebody go grab the etrog. It's in the fridge.
Lori, will you go get the etrog? It's in the fridge.
It's in the fridge.
In a box.
Show you what we've got here. Let me step up this way. All right.
Maybe you should let Lily go back to carrying.
Yeah, let's move her back out of the sun. I'll be in the sun. What the hey? Okay. So again, traditionally there's four different species that we use to commemorate Sukkot. The fourth one is coming out right now, but I'll start explaining them. They're mentioned in the Bible in Leviticus, and in the first century, the commentators, the rabbis, decided they were identified with four different species. Thank you. It is in there, right? Oh, good. Thanks, Lord. Thank you. And they each are symbolic. And there's different ways you can understand the symbolism. And people are still working on the symbolism. That's why we keep studying every year. So you have the date palm, which is actually the lulav, this piece here. You have, it's not on this one, copy. You have the myrtle branches. There we go. Thank you. You have the three myrtle branches here, which are on the left, yes. You have the two willows on here, and you have the citron, sort of like a lemon, but not quite, which is the fourth. And again, they each have symbolism to them. The etrog isn't. There's different things. When you do the prayers, you hold them all together, so they're all unified. And one of the ways is that each of the four represents one of the letters in the Hebrew spelling of the name of God, with this one being the Vav. If you know the Vav, it's a tall letter. So you hold them together always because of the unity of God, because of one God. So they all hold together for that reason. They're also together because they also represent the unity of people, because each one has a different characteristics. You've got the citron, which has fragrance and taste. You can make something out of it. You can eat it, it'll taste like something. Some people like it. So you've got the etrog. You've got the lulav, and that's got a flavor if we were to chew on it, but it has no fragrance. Doesn't smell like anything. You've got the myrtle, and that has a fragrance, which you can smell, but it has no flavor if you were to chew on it. No flavor there. And over here, with the arava, with the willow, you get no flavor and no fragrance. So again, you hold them all together because we're all different people. We have this thing going for us. We have this thing not as much. I mean, that's the wrong way to say it. We all have great things going for us, but they're all different. But the point is, we're unified. So that's the other symbol of holding them all together. So I'd like now to call for some blessings here, again referring to each of the four species. Because another symbol is that they all relate to a body part. And again, to make a whole person. So the etro, as you can guess, what body part might this refer to?
The heart.
The heart. The heart. Step forward. Go ahead, Em.
May Lily have a good heart,
A strong heart and
a big heart, and may she love with all of her heart,
with all her soul,
and with all her might.
And the palm branch looks like
Spine.
the spine, the backbone. Exactly. Please.
May
Becca?
Lily have a strong backbone, the fortitude to stand up for herself and others, and be willing to go her own way for what she feels is good, just, and right.
Thank you, Beth. Myrtle is, take a look at these. What's the sort of shape here?
Egg.
The eye.
Okay. Oh,
Sure.
Andy?
May Lily look for the
I never
light,
thought about all
for the
that.
good in life, the good in
Nice
people,
job,
and the
Don.
good in herself, and find them in abundance. May she see visions to live for today and build for tomorrow.
Thank you. And here we go with the willow. What is this shaped like? This is maybe hard, but the lips.
Oh, that's right.
I think we have Savannah.
Yeah.
Okay. Savannah, Catherine, Lydia, you can stand there, you can come in, whatever works.
May Lily speak up for herself and for others. May she know the importance of words and use them wisely and compassionately, avoiding gossip, guarding her tongue from evil and her lips from deception.
Thank you. So, we have the 4 species. Now we're going to shake the lulav. So we've got a little interesting one here. You face east, so we're facing this direction, face toward Jerusalem. Hannah's going to hold the lulav and etro. You remember, I'll give you a direction. And Derek, you'll stand next to her and face that way.
Don't drop her.
Don't worry, it's all safe. Derek's going to shake Lily. So, let me. Oh, here we go. So, okay. So you, we first say the blessings. If you'd like to say with me, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. So yes. So you turned it over. So the top is. So, and then you shake. You turn her around so everyone.
Who am I facing?
I'm going to suggest like this. Oh, the sun. You might want to get in the shade. There we go. All right, the shaking of the lily. First, 3 times out and back into the body. Go ahead.
We're going at the same time.
Out. Yeah, 3 times there and back in. To the right.
That's my
3 times with the lily. To the left. Back over the shoulder.
She's having a good
Up.
time.
Yeah.
And down. All right.
And all around.
And all around. And the hokey pokey's extra. And then there's also a blessing we're commanded to be in the sukkah, to sit in the sukkah. So Hannah, will you sit for a moment and say our blessing for sitting? Oh, Lily can go there too.
I will be her
And you can,
shade.
there you go.
I will be her shade. There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'shev b'sukkah.
Amen.
Amen. Blessed are you, Lord of God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctified us with commandments and commanded us to dwell in the sukkah. All right, you hold those. Hold that.